Hey guys, how you doing today? My name is Ryan. This is Down to Business Reviews. This week for Movie Club, we watched Lars and the Real Girl, directed by Craig Gillespie, starring Ryan Gosling, Emily Mortimer, Paul Schneider, Patricia Clarkson, and Kelli Garner. Lars and the Real Girl takes place in an unspecified northern Midwest town and is about a young man named Lars, played by Ryan Gosling. Lars is a quiet, shy young man who is anxious and has some psychological trauma that comes from the loss of his parents. Lars lives in the garage of the family home, while his brother, Gus, and his sister-in-law, Karen, live in the main house. Because of his psychological trauma from his family past, Lars develops a delusion via a human analog. I'm going to say human analog instead of sex doll. In Lars's mind, this girl that he had delivered to his house is a real flesh and blood girl named Bianca. Bianca is a shy missionary from the tropics, half Brazilian, half Danish, on sabbatical, raised by nuns traveling the world, bound to a wheelchair, and speaks limited English. Oh, and did I mention she looks a little bit like his sister-in-law. The town psychologist, Dr. Dagmar, believes that everyone should just go along with the delusion. Since Lars is the one creating the delusion, her theory is that once he doesn't need the delusion anymore, the delusion will stop. I had the pleasure of seeing this movie when it first came out back in 2007. I loved it the first time I saw it. I still like it now. It's one of my favorite Ryan Gosling movies. It is certainly one of the most original love stories I've ever seen. The movie has a little bit of something for everyone in it. It's a charming little love story dealing with issues of losing a parent, losing a father, losing a mother, struggling to connect with other people, struggling to connect with, a girl, what it means to be a man. There's themes all over this movie. Let me just give you a couple of my thoughts on Lars and the Real Girl. 2 words and an acronym. Teddy Bear CPR. That's how adorable Ryan Gosling is in this movie. Ryan Gosling is pretty incredible at conveying what isn't said. Lars isn't a very talkative guy, but he's able to convey a lot of emotion or sentiment or, just his anxiety just through not speaking. He was really able to nail the introverted, traumatized, psychologically stunted, awkward individual. And somehow made it, charming and maybe attractive? I don't know. Man crush. All around, the acting in this film is pretty phenomenal. Ryan Gosling, of course, he's Ryan Gosling. It's pretty hard to go wrong. Young Hercules. Emily Mortimer is just cute as button, but then she has this speech where she's just laying into Lars when he accuses everybody of not caring for him. That speech is just I feel like I should be apologizing for being a jerk. And, I was just watching the movie. It's a great scene. Kelli Garner plays the co-worker, the little girl named Margot. She does a great job of just being the kind of indie film cute, potential love interest. It's just a really charming, feel-good movie. It's a movie that can make you feel an emotional attachment to a sex doll. So they did something right. The soundtrack is, minimal and pretty. It's like piano and oboe. It's a great movie to watch with your wife or your girlfriend. It's funny. A lot of the scenes are so awkward that they're funny. It really is a comedy. Ryan Gosling is actually really, really funny. His mannerisms and the way he carries himself in the film lend to some pretty funny moments. I'm really glad we got to watch this movie. It's been a repeat view of mine. I've seen it multiple times. My wife and I actually just watched it on Valentine's Day this year, and I just watched it again for the review. It's a great movie. I don't get tired of it. Lars and the Real Girl gets an 8 out of 10. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is Ryan. This is Down to Business Reviews. If you liked anything I was rambling on about, please leave a comment down below. It doesn't hurt you at all to help a brother out, and subscribe. Leave a comment. I like to respond as much as I can. I love responding and talking about movies. I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Dagmar? Really? Her name was Dagmar?